Introducing Sonjia Pelton-Sam, the glam coach who will jumpstart your life and business success. She's an empowering force of education and coaching who gets visionaries into action. With style, class, and charisma, the glam coach brings energy and inspiration to any room as an in-demand speaker and powerhouse mentor. With her experience as an 11 times author, certified teacher, coach, talk show host, and digital product creator, she knows what it takes to monetize your products and maximize your potential to do something that matters. Launch your vision with the glam coach, Sonjia Pelton-Sam. Introducing.
Hello, everybody. I am your girl, Sonjia Pelton-Sam, and this is Sonjia Pelton-Sam TV and Podcast. Y'all, I'm excited to be here today. I am going to introduce my guest. She is none other than Miss Jerica Watson, honey. Jerica is going to give us some information today about owning a boutique. That's right, a brick-and-mortar boutique and her own candle company. So I'm excited to have Miss Jerica here today. Hey,
Jerica. Hey, guys. Hello, audience. Thank y'all for coming in. I'm excited to be here.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Jerica, and what you do.
Yeah, so my name's Jerica Watson. I own JJo Candle Co. and now JJo & Co. Boutique here in Clarksville, Tennessee. I'm so excited to tell you guys about both of the businesses. I am an entrepreneur now full-time, just decided to step out on faith and go into this full force. And I'm a full-time mom too. So I have two beautiful girls to help me run everything.
I love it, y'all. I met Jerica. We were in a group together, the Herpreneurs, and it was totally amazing, right? And so I just fell in love with Jerica. And so, Jerica, tell us, like, what inspired you to do all of this?
Oh, my goodness. So, crazy enough, my kids always have been the push that I have for both businesses. My oldest daughter and I started doing candles together back when my youngest daughter was born. They're a decade apart. We started doing candles together just to reconnect and built a full-fledged business, right? So then coming upon this year, I had so many challenges that I was realizing I was experiencing. I was working a full-time job. We were running the candle business. I own my home, so that's a assignment in itself, as far as maintenance, all that kind of stuff. So, we were at a point where I was like mentally not there, physically there are short periods of time. I was just really stretching myself thin. I asked God, and I'm a prayer person. I asked God, I said, I need a change. I need something, God. My kids, I don't see them. I'm not parenting correctly. As you know, or not, you don't know, but single parenting.
I've been a single parent.
Have you been a single parent before? Okay, I didn't know, because look, Mr. Sam is so great. So, but as a single parent, you're already, stretching yourself anyway, trying to compensate for both, but being, not there, what I'm saying, because I'm working and stuff was like crazy. So I asked God, like, God, I really need a change. And I stepped out on faith and did the firework tent. Okay. I did a firework tent. I took 2 weeks off. I really spent some time with my girls. Of course, we got paid great for the firework tent, but being able to spend time with them and take time to talk to them, conversate with them and everything like that, it was like everything. So coming out of the 2 weeks, having to go back to work, and it was worse than when I left 2 weeks before. My daughter had some challenges. I had challenges, and I ended up just like really going into prayer about this. A friend of mine called and she said, I have this idea. Her name is Miss Ava Freeman. And she said, I have this idea. She's like, I want to do like a really cute boutique in my building, but I don't really have the time. So then she was like, why don't you do some candle classes here at the building? And I was like, yeah, I would love to do that. And I was like, hold on, let's go back to this boutique idea, And right. So long story short, I literally took that and ran with it. And it was within a day of my second prayer asking God for a change. So the concept of our boutique is we have locally owned small businesses that don't have a storefront, that need a storefront. And we come all together in this one boutique where I layer everything out. So you come in and you have this wonderful, unique shopping experience, but you're only shopping local, okay? And you're able to do that without, like little areas or whatever. It's really all integrated. Everybody's stuff is together. We have 4 different clothing vendors. We have 2 different soap vendors. We have a bunch of stuff. We have like everything you could think of in our store. We even have men beard oils and stuff. So
Wow.
like we try to take care of the whole family. We have gourmet popcorn, gourmet jams, and we just try to take care of the whole family in our boutique. But we're able to collaborate as small businesses to do it, so the cost is significantly lower than if we were taking on this boutique ourselves. And I was just like so floored that it works so well. The support from the community is amazing. We have a wonderful coffee shop in the front of our building,
Oh, wow.
which is, yes, it has the best Puerto Rican coffee. It's so delicious. It's called La Costa Cafe and Lounge, and they're at the front of our building, and they help drive a lot of traffic. So it's just really great to be able to collaborate on all these different levels.
Wow, I love those because my daughter was in one with her lipstick line at the
Yeah,
Galleria Mall, but it was like that. Everybody had their little spaces. It cuts the cost, but it helps everybody like be able to have a spot at an actual brick and mortar location for
right.
people to go to. And so I think that is totally amazing. I just love those. So
And see,
congratulations, Jill.
yes, but see, like you said, everybody has that little space. In
Mhm.
our boutique, they don't. Everybody's stuff is mixed in. So all they do is drop their things off. I stage them, and I love doing this. This is one of the funnest parts of working here is I stage everything and I change it up every single, probably every week, maybe every other day, just because some stuff changes. But I change it up throughout the store. So like you'll have like a purse mixed with a cup, with a bracelet that goes with it, and so people can go and see the whole set. And like, hey, I
Wow.
just want that. But there's 5 different vendors and you never know. So I
Wow.
love it. I love that.
That's really awesome. Wow. So tell me this. So if money was no object, let's say right now we just had somebody like a millionaire, billionaire listening, they happen to drop in and money was no object. They say, hey, I'm gonna give my girl Jerica Watson the money she needs to level up to go to the next level in her business. Like, and that's a life. Let's not just do business. Let's do life. What would that look like for you?
For me, for life, I would say I would definitely hire somebody
Mhm.
for work. I would create a job for another individual to be able to take on the day to day at the store. And also, crazy as this may sound, I would start working on creating my homestead, where I can have a bunch of different things. As far as like, I would have a bigger home, and then I would be able to have the land so that I can invite like kids and individuals that are interested in learning how to raise animals and how to grow their own items like food and stuff like that. Like, I love that. I love all naturalness. So honestly, that's what I would do. I have chickens at the house, and I love my little chickens. So I would love to create that. I would love to create an environment where people can come and see the different stages of their, things that you're eating. I think it's really important. I've been focusing a lot on like foods and stuff like that. So I've been growing my own food and everything. But I would do that. And then, like I said, that be something that I would love to share with other people, create a space for them to come in and learn more about agriculture and learn more about the whole process of raising animals and stuff like that. So it's me. That's me. That's what I would love to do. If a billionaire came in, I would love to create a homestead. I would love to still do the shop though, because it's like my playground. So at least maybe like 2-3 times a day. I mean, 2-3 times a week, I would be able to hire somebody to come in and take over that. But other than that, I would love to create a homestead for people and to teach them about that if I had the option. Yeah.
I love it. So what do you attribute like your growth to? Sometimes we like this helped us grow, this person helped us grow. What do you attribute your growth to?
So first, I want to say, as far as attributing my growth, I think that it comes from first my mom. My mom and dad are individuals that my mom says, "Let's do it." My dad shows me how. My mom shows me how. They've always been very supportive of anything that I've ever tried to do, and I've done several things. Okay, I have lived, Miss Sonia. I've always adored the fact of making my own money and all that kind of stuff. So I've always tried to venture in a lot of different things to do that. And my parents are super supportive of me. My sister, she's very supportive of me. But the way that I want to say I progressed the fastest into myself, into being my true happy self, is letting God kind of lead me and saying, like, I prayed, like, God, I need
Yeah.
this change, having that personal relationship with him and saying, hey, I need this change, and him providing the people, you
Mm-hmm.
know, to kind of get me where I need to go. And that's just been the way it's been since I decided to turn it over to him and stop putting my hands so deep. Now, I put my stuff in. I put my hands in the steel, but it ain't as deep. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, I know, because as women, honey, we can put our hands out in it. We in the
Mm-hmm.
kids' business, our business, the business
Girl,
is
the
business.
kids. I got
Right.
a high schooler, Sonya.
And look at her, we really in their business, okay?
Really in that business.
Girl, I have one that's 19, and I'm like telling myself, because she's going to college, but she's living here at home. And I'm telling myself, if she was off away at college like the rest of her friends, I couldn't be in her business like that. So I'm trying to say, stop being in her business.
Trying to
In
just
fact, I was
push
at a
back.
church, huh?
Trying to push back.
Girl, I was at a church conference, honey, and the lady was saying just that. I was like, you know what, God, I hear you. Glad stay out the kids' business. Let you do this. You got.
And I love that. I love how God, like you say, he's at a church conference, like, and they spoke to you, like how you just be in the right places. And sometimes it be stuff you didn't ask for. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even ask you all that. But,
He
but
like, but I'm giving you this. I'm dropping this
exactly.
nugget right here.
I'm dropping this for you. Yeah. And I love that. That's so like amazing about having that personal relationship with God. How like you said, we was at the
Mhm.
conference, he's talking to you. It's
Yep.
just amazing. It's a great feeling.
Yes. So, what is the biggest life lesson you've learned so far?
I want to say the biggest life lesson that I've learned is to let go.
Okay.
You don't have to hold on to everything. You don't have to carry everything. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be responsible for everything, and it seems crazy, but to let go is so freeing. It really is, because you don't realize you're carrying so much weight, and it's holding you back from the things that you keep saying that you want to do. Like you said you want to do it. Ain't nobody else told you want to do it. You said you want to do it, but you can't do it because you holding on to something that ain't got nothing to do with you, or you holding on to something that you got over already, or you holding on to something that you want to control. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? And
Right.
so I've done that for a long time. Hold on to things and try to fix things and try to, just not let stuff go.
Mm-hmm.
And I think learning to let go and learning that you can, whatever it is, wherever it is, however it is, you can accept it for where it's at, and
That's
you can leave it there, and it's okay. And wherever it is where it needs to be right now, whether you want it to be further up the road or further back down the road. So just be okay with that, and do be able to move on and stop procrastinating. That has a lot to do with not letting go, because you're
mm-hmm.
procrastinating because you're holding on to something else, and you can't let go of, you can't move forward. That
Mm-hmm.
makes you procrastinate. So it kind of all leads together, but letting go and being able to accept things for where they are and appreciate them for where they are, it was a lesson I think I've learned this year.
That's really good. That is excellent. So tell me this: how do you stay motivated and balanced in it all?
Balance I'm working on. uh
I think we
Balance
are working on a
working.
little
At one
balance.
point, I thought I had the balance together. I was really feeling like I did. It ain't there, but um, you know, trusting God and saying, "Hey, you don't have to push so hard," it helps me not push myself to the edge as far as my unbalance go, because
Right.
I'll go until it gets done. I'll pour out until it's empty, but I have to refill myself up, and so I'm working on getting that balance a lot better. But as far as motivation, it's simple. I don't want to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to lose. I don't want to miss out on anything that God has for me. I don't want to say no to him, because had I, said this ain't something I can do. I'm working a full-time job. I got my kids. I got this going on. The kids is going crazy. I would, if I said no to that, I wouldn't have been able to open my door for 24 individuals to take their business to the next level, to create
Mm-hmm.
a dream and have it where they can take it to the next level. You know what I mean? It would have
Right.
been it wouldn't have been able for me to do that. It is not just about me, so me being motivated, it's not realizing that it's not just about me. It's about who I'm carrying behind me, or who's watching me, or who I can help push to the next level, or who I can help do better. And then the people that I need to step on, as far as who's helping me, pushing me up. The shoulders that I have to hold on the back of. The fact that my mom did what I'm doing, everything that she could, the best that she could, as much as she could for me, and that I'm standing on her shoulders, that motivates me. The fact that I know that I have somebody that's proud of me, the fact that I know that I have somebody that's looking forward to me to do what I'm supposed to do.
Yes. So I want to talk about this because what we don't talk about a lot of times in business is that we started at one place to end up at where we are now. And I think a lot of business owners, they see us and they don't realize that we put in years worth of work before we got to this point, that
I
we
can
tried
tell
different things before we got here. So how
I
long did
can
it take
tell
you?
you, yeah, listen, I can tell you this. When I started doing the candles with Jaden, I had $20 to go to Hobby Lobby,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a food night too. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
That's how it was. So we ended up getting like $2 burgers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest we went to Hobby Lobby to get supplies.
Yes.
So like it was that type of situation. It money wasn't plentiful, but I had to figure out how I could connect with my child. And we
Mm-hmm.
love crafts.
Right.
So it may be a, whatever, but it's what we like to do. And so from that to, I went through having to get a job, in
Mm-hmm.
order to support us, right? So I got an at-home job. I got lucky. I got an at-home job. Then COVID happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get through COVID. They doggone furloughed us, and then they laid us off 4 months later.
Right.
Had to find another job. Lost the first house. I was in the process of buying a house. Lost the house. Had to go through that. It's a lot of trials that you go through, and I think it's because on the opposite side. I mean, just even last year.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking at last year, me trying to do entrepreneurship full time, but not really working in my business or on my business, to be honest. I maybe did 4 or 5 shows, that type of stuff, but it takes a lot more. It takes a lot more, especially when you own a home. So I almost lost my house last year because I didn't calculate the money right, because you have stuff going in, going out. There's a lot that
Yes.
you have to incorporate, big bulk orders,
Mm-hmm.
like stuff like that. If you have to get your money on the front end. I can't take just a deposit. I got a mortgage too, And so like thinking about the struggles that I went through, the lessons that I had to learn, as far as money management. Because if you
Right.
don't have that down, how are you getting paid every day? You get paid I get paid every day now, which is
Oh,
great.
I've been
But
there. I had a brick and mortar beauty shop. I got you.
you see what I'm saying? You get paid
Mhm.
every day. You have to understand that ain't really all the, what I'm saying? That's not all the money. You got to calculate all the bills out first. You might get paid that month. You might not. You
Yes.
have to make sure you know your stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's not easy as far as, the entrepreneurship, as far as, the stepping out and doing it, thinking that, oh, it's going to be a walk in the park. I didn't get paid the first month of our boutique. All the money that came in extra went on getting new fixtures. Okay.
Right.
So, like, you have to make sure that you're prepared for that. You have to make sure that you have a support system. Don't be afraid to ask for help, because, but at the end of the day, what I love is I take Sundays off. Why? Because it's my store. you
Right.
know, I'm able to take breaks when I need breaks, put people in when I need to put people in, and that's the luxury of it. You do are allowed to, have the time off when you want to have the time off, but you don't work an 8-hour shift. You
Mhm.
don't. You work whenever the work is done, and that's
Yes.
good. And the better you get at it, like you are, you can take a 5-hour project and do it in 15 minutes. You
But
know?
this is the deal people don't tell you. You can take maybe you might be able to take a project and do it in less time, but then you have more people that you have to do it
Yes.
for. So
Yes, that's
everything
true.
you do in business, you have to have a calculation, right?
Yeah.
You have to be strategic, right? And you have to know exactly like I have to do this at this time, this at this time. And it's an ever learning process. You're ever
Right.
learning and you're ever growing so that you can get better at whatever craft you're doing or whatever like business that you own. And I would tell
And
you just one thing I
systems.
know about you is you study your craft. I've seen it.
Yes, yes, I do. I really do. And it's so important to continue to grow. It's important to have a ear to hear, be able to learn from any and everybody. My daughter's 14 years old, but I'm telling you, I take her advice over a lot of adults. And
Mhm.
it's important that you know who, you can go to for resources, being able to have things that you need. That's important. Forming good quality relationships, collaborating with other people, all that stuff is important. And then what I really love that I learned as an entrepreneur, especially with this boutique, is taking advantage of the systems that are already in place instead of trying to reinvent the wheel.
Yep. Don't reinvent the wheel. If I
Mm-mm.
could tell people that over and over again, some things you don't have to reinvent, some things you don't have to do for yourself, some things are already done for you. I even have done for you. Some things are basically done for you
You
products.
so
So
do.
you have to think about like, do I want to do this? I'm sure you might offer something where it's already a kit or teaching people how to start their own or whatever it is. You have people out here that like help you start up everything and they've done the work. They
Right.
know what you need to do to get you to the next level fast. And so you really
Exactly.
just have to look into who that is, what that is, research, know what you need, right? Or go to pray for God to send you to that right mentor or to that right coach or to that right person in your life, right? Sometimes people just walk up in your life and want to bless you.
Yeah.
I also learned the other week, write down everything you need. The ladies was like, I knew how much I needed and what I needed it for. And
Yeah.
somebody came up to me and said, God said to bless you. And he was like, what do you need? And she said, if I told you, you couldn't give it to me. And they said, what is it? And she told them, and she knew exactly what it was. And they wrote the check. I think it was
See.
$150,000.
See.
So God has people assigned to you to
Yes.
come in just in the nick of time. A lot of times, God is just in the nick of time.
You
It's
know
when you
what? You just gave me some faith about my Amazon cart, honey. Cause I sure was like, why I keep making these Amazon carts? But you're right. I have it ready. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
have it. I know exactly what I need because I put it in my Amazon cart, and I have my different lists made, so I know exactly what. And all I do is buy it, and it comes off my list. And you saying that, it just really, because I was actually looking at my Amazon list yesterday and I was like, why I keep making these stupid lists? But it's because of what you just said, because you need to have your stuff in order for that person to walk up and write that check.
yes, you really do. I mean, today I did some writing early this morning. I was like, you know what? I know you need to know I need this for this coach. I need this to learn this. I need this to go to this place. Like, what is it that you need, or what skill is it that you need to learn, or
Write
what
the vision.
advertising would I buy, or who would I work with? Like, those things are so important. So I just love it.
Yeah, I agree. I write the vision, make it plain.
That's it. That's
Yep.
it. So what's next for Jerica Watson?
Oh, okay. So what's next for me is I am taking my boutique nationwide.
Come, come on.
There are people in every state, almost every city, that need the opportunity to have their stuff showcased. I I promote my vendors. I absolutely love my vendors. When I sell their stuff and I send it off, I include their business cards so that their customers can pre-order. I make sure that I promote their stuff on all social media. I needed that.
Mm-hmm.
I needed that. And not only that, but they all share it too. So think about, you got 24 people plus that is sharing, because not only do they share, but their friends share. And then you have your product and you're able to grow quicker as a business in your community.
Mm-hmm.
And then you still outsource your stuff, of course. So I was like, why just leave it here in Clarksville? So me and my sister are actually working on opening up a location in Atlanta, Georgia.
Right.
We have, well, Fayetteville, Georgia is right outside of Atlanta. For my Atlanta ends, you already knew. So it's Fayetteville, Georgia. We're opening up a boutique over there. Same header, J. Joe Co. Which, guys, J. Joe is my girls. So Jaden is my oldest daughter, and then I have Journey, which is my baby girl, and I put their names together to create J. Joe Enterprises, to create legacy for them, to make sure that they will never not have to build anything. They don't have to create a wheel, because they're building the wheel now. So when they become adults, all they have to do is continue to build and grow the wheel. So I'm really excited about everything that God's doing for me through them, or for them through me. Sorry, but yeah. So J. Joe Boutique is going to be nationwide, and I'm working on opening up, and it'll still all be locally owned. So there'll only be people in Fayetteville, Atlanta metro area at that boutique. It's not going to be big. It's just only artisans from that area. And I want to do it for several different states. I want to have the artisans from that area be showcased in their city.
Love it, love it. So we both gonna give a little advice to our audience, but if you could give one piece of advice to the audience, what would it be?
I would say never give up on whatever God told you to do. If you said yes, push through whatever happens, because a whole bunch of stuff is going to happen, come what may. But push through it, because it's gonna be great on the other side.
And that's crazy, because that's exactly what I was gonna tell people is don't give up. Don't
Don't give
even give up in hard times. She's had hard times as a single parent. I've been a single parent before. Those times are hard, right? You trying to manage you and another little person, honey. And it's not easy because everybody has a need. But if you keep going, what I can tell you is on the other side is greater, right? God gives you greater on the other side. So I'm gonna
up.
tell everybody, just press in, honey, and keep going, and God is gonna work it all out. I've seen Him work it out for Miss Jerica myself. I
Yes,
saw her when
yes,
she went like into the building. I was looking online. I'm like, my girl did it. Like she going into the building. We did a workbook together, and
yes.
yes,
That's what I was talking about. When I tell you, I put together this book, okay, on candle making, so people can learn how to make candles, how to get the resource and everything like that. And it was this beautiful. What I tell you, it was so beautiful to me. I loved it. It was amazing. I put it in Miss Sonja's hands, and I tell you, in every bit of 15 minutes, that thing went to the moon. It was just, I mean, it is so amazing, guys. This book looks professional, 110%. Nobody, I don't even know a book that looks as good as mine. And it's not because it's my book. It's because Miss Sonja put her hands on it. And it didn't take her long, because, like you said, she perfected her craft. Something that would have that book took me a good 5-6 months. Okay, 15 minutes, she got it together. I love it. I absolutely love that book.
well, what she did is she brought all of her heart, everything God had gave her in that book, right? And then I went through and I designed the book because I'm a designer, creative is who I am. So just two people working together on
Yes.
one thing that God has to do and put out in the world, it just made something amazing. So I am happy that I was able to be a part of what Miss Jerica Watson is giving now to the whole world, right? And then she went on. I remember us talking about it. I was saying some couple things. I remember us talking about it, but she went on and did the candle party Sunday. She's doing the
Yes.
thing. And,
Yes.
and a boutique. Let's
I
talk about
have a
this.
lot
Candle
of candle
City.
parties. We've done a lot of candle parties. We do candle making classes. We have one coming up in Nashville for the Zetas next week or 2 weeks from now. It's so amazing, being able to be creative with a group of women or men or whoever, just individuals. So yeah, I love the candle making classes. I absolutely love them. I do want to incorporate giving the books away to the participants, because I thought that'd be a really good added to the class. because they can take it home and keep going. So yeah, so I love it. I love doing the candle classes.
Yes. I'm like, and she got a boutique, y'all. So J Joy Boutique.
Yes,
And that is
JoJo
totally
Co Boutique.
Y'all got to check it out. It's right here. All of her information. I started putting right down at the bottom for y'all, so y'all wouldn't forget. Check it out. So she will ship it to you. She ships things to you nice. What I can tell you is she's a lady of integrity. I had a candle one time, it broke. She sent me another candle immediately.
Yeah.
She was like, "Don't send it back. I'm not asking any questions. I'm sending you another candle immediately." Right? It was nicely packaged, and she did. She stood right by her word. That's what I can say about her, and it smells amazing. So y'all go ahead and check her out. And she has like the little candle cubes too that I got.
Yep, the wax melts.
The wax melts and the little oils that I got when we were in Dallas. So all of it was totally amazing. I enjoyed them all. So thank you, Jerica. So tell our viewers how they can get in touch with you, how they can work with you, how you can everything. Just tell
everything. So guys, if you need to book a candle making class, if you want any candles, you can comment or I'm sorry, you can actually look us up at JoJo Candle Co. And that's on all social media platforms. We have a website, which is jjocandleco.com. And then if you need anything from our boutique, you can go on Facebook or Instagram, and it is under JoJo Co Boutique. The website is coming soon. There's a lot of lives that are on our platform where we actually sell our items live. And if you shop the lives, you can get the things ordered and sent to you as well. So we have several different ways that you can reach us. Our email is under jjo at yahoo.com, and then our boutique is under JoJo Boutique at yahoo.com. So you can reach us on all social media platforms by our name.
All right. Well, thank you, Miss Jerica Watson, for letting me interview you today. And everybody, I am Sonjia Pelton-Sam, also known as the Glam Coach, where I help you G get up now. L, love yourself. A, affirm your belief, and M, it is some things that you can make happen right now in your life and in your business with God by your side. If you need a digital product, if you need a journal, a planner, a workbook, if you need that turned into a paperback book and become an Amazon author, I'm your girl. I'm all things digital. So make sure you get in touch with me and we can create some together in your business. Below, you can find the information. If you go to theglamcoach.com, you will find a few free gifts on my website. My little black planner planning party is totally amazing. Scroll all the way down and you'll find some free 99 vouchers for you. And I have an Apple Launch Your Vision 21 days that can change your life. Make sure you book that free consultation, guys, because I want to work with you. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until the next time, we will see you later. God loves you, and so do we. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.